everyone, my name is Eva. I'm a pharmacist. Previously, I worked in government hospital and also community pharmacy for 7 years. So now I'm full-time running business, giving health talks, consultations, and weight loss.
Hi, good evening. Yeah, I'm Lee Sia. I'm a wellness advisor. So we've been practicing alternative medication and complementary health for the past 12 years. So like what Sharon said, my kids never take a single pill, single medication, or went to see doctor for the past 12 years. Yeah, thank God.
That's super amazing. Okay.
Yeah.
So tonight our topic will be about breathing. Okay. Everyone knows breathing is very important, right?
Yeah.
But do you know that some people they suffer with breathing issue?
Yes.
Okay. So it's like the saying, everyone has allergies from time to time, but imagine your life you have stuffy nose or runny nose, headaches or sinus pressure around here every day. Okay. It's like
anybody have this experience? Actually, I have this experience before I learned nutrition.
Me.
Yes,
That's me.
yes. I used to have that issue too. So I used to have either block here or block here. Day and night, different side. Morning maybe this side, and then evening maybe this side, and then nighttime this side again. So like taking turn. So I used to have that. And even though while studying that time, I can like halfway. My brain is like break out, it's blank because like lack of oxygen. Yes.
So sometimes I do really experience sinus allergies before, but then like I do have flu. Okay, it's like when it's blocked, it's like it's very hard to.
Then you start to use your mouth to
breathe.
breathe.
Very hard to breathe, and then if it's blocked too, both sides are blocked, then it's like I totally cannot sleep.
Yeah.
So it's like I understand how difficult for you guys, especially if you face it every day until you're so used to it already. Like my brother is very used to breathing through mouth and using the nose, which is not so good. Actually, you lost all the filters. Next slide.
Yeah, and then you start to have coughing. It's not because very dry throat.
On to a question for Dr. Ward.
Every year, thousands of people suffer from a nasty cold, and sometimes it's even followed.
The sound.
You need more excitement. Yeah, doctor needs more excitement. You see the doctor very excited, so he needs more.
On to a question for Dr. Ward.
Every year,
Thank you.
Okay, so
On to a question for Dr. Ward.
every year, thousands of people suffer from a nasty cold, and sometimes it's even followed by a serious sinus infection. Is this just a bad cold, or is it the flu?
Well, that's a great question, and when either cold or the flu can both lead to a sinus infection. The amount of swelling can block these natural little holes, and you see one right here where our sinuses drain. Now, if they get closed, that's the single event that's going to cause a sinus infection. Sinuses typically are filled with air. If you close the natural little opening, fluid can collect in there. The mucosa, the lining of your sinuses, gets inflamed, so-called sinusitis. Now,
you really feel it.
Well, you can feel pressure, yes, in there, and depending how severe the case, you get really sick with sinusitis. But typically, for acute sinusitis, we just want to treat the symptoms, similar to what you said. You want to sit in the steam. You want to do what you can to open up those nasal passages. Nasal sprays, saline irrigation is great. using steam, like I said, decongestants, anything to reduce that swelling. You want to open up that natural opening from the sinus. Now,
I like using one of those facial steamers. You can just sit on there.
And we've talked about people on the show before. If every time you get sick, you end up with a 3-4 month.
So basically, they were talking about like sinus. Okay. Later I will explain a bit more what is sinus and where is it located.
Yeah.
So basically, whenever we have allergies, we have few symptoms. These are the things.
Yeah, these are the symptoms and problem that you are experiencing. So you have running nose. This running nose is not, it's something like flu, but actually it's like non-stop. The flu sometimes will stop for a period of time, then when it comes to season, then it will come. But this running nose is almost like every day. So when you wake up in the morning, when the weather is cold, or when the temperature in the room and
Maybe
when you get out, or dusty, or sometimes you can't sleep well, you sleep late or something like that. So then the next day you feel your body is heavy, then you start this already.
Then tissue paper becomes your
Your
best friend.
become my best friend. If this happen, actually like one day I can, maybe half day I can finish one roll of toilet paper. So if I use handkerchief, then wow, the handkerchief like 1 dozen also can use up. Yeah, so I have to wash it very regularly. Then I'm sneezing every day as well because when let's say for example I'm in a very cold room, so when I get out from this cold room to a hotter temperature, higher temperature than the room one, I start sneezing again. And then if from hot place go to the cold place again, I sneeze. So like cannot control so the mask actually is very bad.
It's like your nose become a very good indicator.
Yes. And also even though I have atmosphere at home, sometimes when I sneeze, I know actually they so when you look at the atmosphere sky, and then the indicator should red color. So that means my nose is as sensitive as the atmosphere sky. Okay. So and then also I feel my facial pressure here also. I can feel pressure here, even though sometimes the pressure is too high over here. It's blocking my the fluid from the eye. So sometimes the tears actually instead of flowing inside, it actually flow out. And also sometimes like itchy eye, because the pressure become like not so regular, then affected my eye. Sometimes suddenly like when I suddenly I have red eye or swollen eye because of the pressure here affected the eye area also. And headache of course. So I used to have a headache one side and also like the whole like migraine. So I don't know whether is it because of my neck issue that caused the headache or because of the nose. Actually a lot of part of my head actually is affected also because of this. Okay. Yeah. So next.
Okay, so what are the causes? Basically, these are all the causes because for normal human, whenever there's something that enters our nose, okay, definitely our nose will try to get rid of it. Okay, because our body don't want it to go through all the way into our lungs. So our body will try to there are three main mechanisms. One is they have the nose hair, and also inside our throat there's something like a sweeper as well. Called cilia. All this will try to sweep out all this stuff, bacteria, viruses, dust, pollens, things like that. And then second thing, our body will produce mucus, so that it stick to the dust, so that our body can remove it easier. So it comes out like our boogers. Okay. So do you think your boogers that one is maybe bacteria, viruses, dust, everything inside combined together with the mucus? Okay. So this is how our body defends ourselves. So but then for people with allergies, sinuses, and asthma especially, so when they have this, they are not so good in clearing all these things. Okay, maybe their cilia is a bit shorter. Okay, maybe their mucus they are not able to produce so much, or sometimes it's very dry. sometimes it's like they are lining, it's a whole tube thing. So the inside the lining is not strong. So all this, whenever they go through, it easily gets into our blood circulation. So that's why it triggers, like, we call it a very big response compared to normal people. Okay, so like this have become indicator. Okay, whenever something like this comes in, she will start sneezing, have all the symptoms ready.
Yeah.
So it's like
Before anybody feel.
yeah, there are people who can detect haze coming along.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. I can smell the air actually have a funny smell. So even though people don't feel it, so I can feel like, like burning or something like that. Then I start like searching, and then actually it's nothing. But far before the haze really come, a few days before I can feel it.
So for people who are
very
that's true, is it? So for people who are very allergic, people who have asthma, they have one even bigger response, which is their throat. The throat will start to shrink. Okay, when they start to shrink, then it causes the air couldn't flow in. That's why we call it asthmatic attack. So they couldn't breathe really. They need to go to hospital immediately. So this is their extra response. Okay, so that's very dangerous. Some people, when they are very allergic, so it can trigger that kind of response as well.
Yeah.
So we
Last time I during my confinement time for my first baby, actually, maybe because of during pregnancy I'm so tired, and then after give birth to the baby I'm also tired because need to take care of the baby. So my immune system dropped, and also because of that my sinus actually start to have this issue, and then a lot of mucus, a lot of fluid, then start backflow until like middle of the night, I start to heard some dizzy sound from my chest. So it's something like build up the asthmatic issue for me. So then quickly after, even though I take care well, I try to do a lot of things, but this thing will never stop. So until like after confinement already, I still have this asthmatic issue. Then even though I go to see doctor, then you know how the doctor try to check for me. He asked me to like put the light bulb inside my mouth. So when I put inside, so actually the light actually will reflect from inside. Then you can see. If you can see a shadow here, means here got infection. Here is bright, that means here is clear. So after one course of antibiotic, then I'm okay for a little while. Then the next round I will have the infection this here. Then it's like take turn from one side to the other side, one side to the other side like that. So you will never cure my issue. And then also the asthmatic is like, until the doctor also don't know why my infection actually keep repeating back. The doctor also said, I also don't understand why. Until like he give me a stronger and stronger antibiotic, but I still have this issue. Until like he giving me he gave me 2 types of antibiotic at one go. They only really cure my problem, but the asthmatic issue never clear. So that means it still has a little bit of like backflow. And after that, then only I found that when I take the medication, then I stop busy. But if I stop the medication, it will come back.
So if in the end it means that the cause is still there.
Yes.
Okay, the medicine maybe just help you to control a little bit. But then when it's removed, but the cause is still causing the issue. So
Yes.
that's why what we need to do is actually to focus more on the cause. Okay. Of course, one of it is to make sure you are away from all this stuff.
Yes.
Okay. Second thing, later we will explain more how you can help your body with that.
Yes.
Next one.
Yeah. It means we must cure from the roots, not like cure the symptom.
So this one is a little bit more scientific. So whenever there's allergic response, then our body will start to produce this something called histamine. So histamine is something that will cause all the mucus to come out. It will cause like makes us feel very itchy, okay, runny nose, the tears will come out, things like that. And then it will fill up. If the mucus is a lot, because our sinus is like a hole here, empty hole here. So if there's mucus a lot, then it will flow into the mucus. That's why it start to get stuck in there, and then makes you feel very painful. Okay. So and then the lung will wheeze. when you breathe, there's some noise. Okay? Like when we see check with doctor, right, they will put the stethoscope to see your breathing, right? So they will hear whether there's sound. If there is sound, means that your lung is or breathing is not so good. Okay? And then spasm means like just now I talked about the throat is closing up. Okay? Because they want to protect all the things cannot go in, so they close up. So which is not so good because it stops you from breathing or something.
Yeah,
So
the air cannot go in really.
so this is like quite histamine effect. Okay, when it gets over. Next one. Okay, so this is the sinus I talked about here. This part and this part and so okay, it's like empty places. One click. One click. Okay, so this is when the sinus infection happens. So a lot of mucus stuck here. So it will start to become very inflamed, swelling. So you will feel the pain here. So people with sinus will say headache because it's pain here. Yes. Or cheek pain. So this is like that. Next. Okay. So usually what people do whenever they have allergic response, right? They'll say, I want to stop it straight away. The one tissue paper become my accessory. So they go and take antihistamine. So anti the histamine effect to stop the response. Is it good or not? It may help you to feel more better, so you can do your work, you can go and continue study, things like that. But then everything, the mucus, everything still stuck in there.
Yeah.
And then all the dust, material also still in there. Okay.
And also when you take that one, you feel sleepy.
Certain region. And if you take the middle one, the release is actually will dry up your.
Yeah, you feel dry.
You feel
I think the throat also dry.
Throat as well. Okay, so it means that it stopped totally the mucus production, okay, which is not so good because mucus is meant to protect you. Yes, right. It's just for temporary relief. Some of people they will go even stronger when they go on steroids, okay, to control the histamine effect. Okay, but of course we know steroid is has their side effects. Okay, of course steroid works very well. Okay, it can help you to solve many issues very quickly. Like if you have asthmatic attack, then you put in steroids, then it will help you to open up your airway. Okay, which is important. And then the side effects is you will gain weight. If you take it on long term, then you will notice your face becoming more and more like a moon. We call it moon face. Then you will put on weight. Of course, on long term, it will even disrupt your metabolism. So some people after some time they will have high blood sugar. Okay, their fats they will put on weight as well. Things like that. They will increase appetite. Okay, so it's yeah. That's why we try to find a way to minimize the usage as much as possible. Okay, right. Next one. This what we can do when things that you can try out whenever you have sinus, you know.
Yes. You can have some hot water, then you can put some essential oil or some ginger, then try to inhale the steam so to open it up, or use saline nasal spray. So this one I seldom use because you will be very dependent on this medication. So better not to So I usually use essential oil. So essential oil actually like relieve some inflammation, but that will be a temporary effect. Better than you try to use some medication. This is what I seldom suggest. Or maybe you can use some salt water to rinse it. Yeah, but yeah. So and also the massage. You massage. Later on we will have something to massage on the nice sinus area. Okay, and then the hot and cold compression, because hot and cold actually will make the blood circulation better. So then actually can drain out the thing, because when we shrink, so the fluid inside the sinus actually can like push out a little bit. So you can have hot pad and cold pad. You can go to pharmacy to buy, or maybe you use the towel towel is soaked inside hot water, warm warm, not really hot maybe around 40 degrees like that. So still tolerate, you can be tolerate. So then you put on hot first. Then after that, you put the wet towel inside the freezer.
Okay.
Then you use the cold one. And then change again to hot. Keep on changing.
After 1 week you change or what?
No, you change, then not cold anymore, then you put on the hot one. Then put on the hot one, not hot anymore, you put the cold again.
Okay.
Will improve also. And then have hot drinks. Hot drinks mean you must drink it hot, not really warm one. Really like 有点烫烫的。
Actually like ginger.
Yes,
Ginger
yes.
actually works very well.
Yeah, ginger works very well. Or actually, I also like ginger. Tom yum also help me a lot.
But after you eat tom yum
More. Yeah, some people yes.
You need more tissue after that.
Yeah, like after that will be okay already, lor.
We'll try it.
Or you
Only
sleep,
go for a child system.
or you sleep, you have to put the pillow slightly higher, so that you can have like 45 degrees like that. Then so that it won't like backflow. Then it won't cause more problem because of your the fluid go into your respiratory system. Okay. And do not force now. But I have no choice because it's like blocking. Then sometimes like cannot. Then I have to blow. So that's why my hearing actually affected.
Don't blow too high.
It is really affected me really actually. Because since 10 years old, I have been having this issue until 30 plus. When I start learning nutrition, then only my problem solved. Okay.
Next one.
Yeah. So this will teach you how to do the massage.
First area is the frontal sinus. First area is the frontal sinus, which is right above the eyebrows, the forehead region. We'll take our second finger of both hands, put it above the middle of the eyebrow area, and just do circular motions as you're going in circles towards both fingers, as the fingers are massaging towards each other, just like this. And you're going to do that for about 20 seconds, and then you're going to go the opposite. Right above the eyebrows, I want you to push fairly good in there. You can use lotion if your skin is dry, whatever is best for you, or any kind of oil. Good. Now we'll address the ethmoid and sphenoid sinus. We'll take the same two fingers. We'll start up on top of the bridge of the nose on both sides. Again, a lubricant is actually easier to get that nice glide. And what we'll do is we'll apply firm pressure and we'll come right down to the bottom part of the nose. We'll come back up again. Push down, firm pressure, and just keep doing this for about 20 to 30 seconds. Apply that firm pressure. It may be a little sore, a little tender. That's really going to stimulate those sinuses. Good. And now we'll address the maxillary sinus. It's about at the level of the bottom of your ears. If you come all the way across, you'll feel that maxillary bone underneath there. And what we'll do is we'll stimulate underneath the bone on both sides. Little circles, and I want you to work outwards. Good. Come back in, little circles, put firm pressure in there. And you can use a lubricant if needed, but usually this area is pretty oily on most people around the face. And put pressure in there. Okay, about 20-30 seconds. Little circular motions, push up in there, maybe a little sore. Now take your thumbs and push up underneath that bone. Get way under there. It's going to be sore. Push way under that bone on both sides. And you'll hold it there about 20 seconds. And while doing so, you'll start to feel some interesting things immediately within that sinus region. Beautiful. So utilize this technique as often as...
That's how you do the massage. So whenever you feel like having this A or start with A, then you can start with this massage. And also other methods that Lee Sia mentioned just now as well. Okay, so now it comes to that, how do we actually solve the cost, manage the cost that's inside of the body plan, which is why today we have to be introducing these three solutions. Okay, we will explain one by one what is it about. But of course, first of all, we need to know like why do we take this brand? Okay, why do we always talk about Nutrilite brand? Okay, next slide.
The reason why we choose Nutrilite, actually, I'm also taking other supplement, other brand, before I start to learn nutrition, before I get to know Nutrilite. So, but then the effect compared to Nutrilite actually is much less effective than Nutrilite. The reason why, because Nutrilite is organic, is grown in their own organic farm, harvest by their own, and then they have their own research and they do their own manufacturing, packing, and distribution. Everything under one roof. Most importantly is all are natural. So when before that, I used to buy pharmacy brand, which is mostly synthetic. That's why the effect, yes, when during my sinus issue that time, I do take vitamin C, but vitamin C actually can stop my flu, but actually cannot reduce much on my inflammation because they do not have this anti-inflammatory substance inside the supplement, because all are mostly chemical based than original plant based supplement. Okay.
Next one.
Next.
So what is certified organic? So there are a few criteria. Of course, when you talk about organic, we know that no pesticide, no herbicide, no chemical fertilizer. But certified organic is one level even higher than organic. Okay, so which includes the remaining three criteria. No neighboring farms. Okay, because you need to make sure, because if the neighboring farm is non-organic one, so they will use pesticide, herbicide, which will go into the water and then come to your farm.
Yeah, the underground water will be polluted.
So your farm water is polluted as well. So this doesn't qualify. And then there's no highway, means there will be no population, no people staying around within 50 km radius around the farm.
No, 100
km radius around the farm. Why? Is because when humans are there, what do humans use? We use shampoo, we use laundry, detergent,
medication,
dishwasher, things like that. So all these chemical things will go into the water and then come to your farm again.
Yeah.
Okay, so we want to prevent that. And there's no GMO, which is genetically modified organism. Instead, for example, like seedless grapes, seedless guava, all these are genetically modified plants. Okay, so there's nothing modified there. Next one, and one thing I want to show is the carrot. Okay, did you know that carrot that are not genetically modified is as thin as the finger? Okay, nowadays it's very hard to find this kind of carrot. Our first impression about carrot is like that,
the big one,
right?
not big to buy.
Yeah, the bigger the better. So, but then the original one is actually just the size of our finger. So that's why it is like one of the criteria that Nutrilite farm they keep on holding on to, is because they just want to make sure everything is organic.
Yes. Next. Okay. So they also have their own health institute. So in year 2015, actually we visited this health institute. At first, in our mind, we thought actually a direct selling company, so they should have a lot of stock, right? But surprise to us that when we go inside there, actually there are a lot of labs. So the labs actually do a lot of research. Even though like the tablet go into your stomach, it will take how long to dissolve. So it's also like they use the machine to do the test. Like they put one tablet of this supplement into water and also put into the acid, which is the same pH as our gastric. So and then the machine will just move like this because our stomach movement is like this. So then the machine will simulating our stomach movement, then to see if once the tablet get into our stomach, it will take how long to dissolve. So this is how they do the test. And then all the supplement, periodically they will take the carpet to make sure that there is no bacterial infection. Because if chemical, if medicine, the bacteria will go and take medicine. But bacteria will eat the supplement because the supplement, some more is the organic one, actually is natural. That means the bacteria actually will eat it. So they even don't control to make sure that there's the plant actually is really clean, so that there's no bacterial infection. The supplement that we take are all safe.
That's why all this is the safety level is so strong that until China Olympic team, they appointed the nutrition appointed is
Nutrilite.
They actually signed contracts to consume it for 20 years.
20 years.
So it is how strong the trust and safety level they have on Nutrilite. Next one. Of course, in the institute there are more than 100 scientists with PhD level and above. Okay, so this is their advisory body. You can see that on the left side is Artemis Simopoulos. She is the one who discovered omega-3. Okay, so that's why whatever knowledge on omega-3, how do you extract it, what is the ratio, what is the best ratio, how do you get pure omega-3, everything is with her. And she is Nutrilite. That's why in Nutrilite, the omega-3 that we produce is the very pure one, and even beyond the international standard. Okay, and also the right side is the Chinese guys. Okay, so you see that Nutrilite not just work with Western people, they also work with Eastern people. Nowadays, they even send out Chinese herbs research center in China. Yeah, in Wuxi, China. Okay, to document more and more, to go deeper into Chinese
education, Chinese herbs.
Okay, and then you can see some of the research results has been implemented in our supplements that we are using now.
Yes, because the Chinese herbs history is been for more than 5,000 years already. So they wanted to explore more how these herbs actually help our life.
Yes. Okay, it's a combination.
Yes.
Next one.
Okay. So we first, protein is very important. So why? Because protein is everything. Our whole body actually make up of protein. So like our nail, our saliva, our digest juice, okay, our hair, our hormone, our skin, everything is protein. Even the lining inside. So our cell membrane, the mucus, yes, also made from protein. Yeah. So that's why it's the major component. That's why we need the protein to repair. Well, last time, because I never learned nutrition, so I never really take protein. The normal protein that I take is from meat only. So the meat, after I learned nutrition, then only we know. So the protein from the meat actually very hard to absorb. So the absorption level actually
dependent on your digestive
ability.
True. So for people who couldn't digest well, or they have gastric problems, stomach issue, and where do they get the protein? And you can talk to them about this. Nutrient protein will be very useful for them because it's been broken down into the smallest unit. So you consume straight away, get absorbed into the body.
Yes, and also to boost the immune system. Like what I say during my confinement that time, because maybe before the confinement I never eat well, and then during the confinement, of course I did well, but then because been depleted already, my nutrients in my body is depleted already. So somehow after I deliver to baby, I flush out a lot of blood, everything like that. So that's why my immune system suddenly dropped so much. So actually the protein actually helped me after that. I think after 7 years, my first baby, then I only start to learn nutrition. So I missed 7 years for my first baby. So yeah.
So this is very good for immune system.
Yeah, you know why this protein I can feel so good? Because the time my mother-in-law actually is a MA member, but I'm not a member yet at the time. So I was thinking, because my younger daughter, because my body is not so healthy. So my first baby actually is also not so healthy. So she always gets sick also. Until there's one day my sister-in-law told me, said, hey, why not you try the Nutrilite protein? Because her sister-in-law also bought this, someone recommended to her, also bought this for her baby. And then her baby like less sick already. So then I said like, okay, maybe I can give a try. So I started to buy the protein for my daughter already lah. Then when I have my son, because my son I know how to take care already. He's very strong compared to my elder daughter. Then that's why I thought like saving a little bit, 省一点钱. So I only give to my elder daughter, then I never give to my boy. Then when the flu season come in, you know what happened? My daughter that always sick one, never get sick. Then my son gets sick. Then I know already how good is the protein. So that's why I start giving all of them. So always I have a one teaspoon, very small one in my protein. So every time I make milk for them, I will put a little bit from their age lah. So from the baby, maybe from 5 months and above, I start giving a little bit already until like they get old already. Then now, yes, start building up the immune system. Since that on, I can see actually they get stronger and stronger. Actually, the bone density also surprisingly getting better also, because the protein will bring and deliver the calcium and magnesium into the bone. So absorb better. Yes. Okay.
So next one.
Next.
Next one is double X.
Yeah.
Okay, double X is a very, very special multivitamin.
And this is our new double X.
Yes.
So listen.
So it has 11 vitamins, 10 minerals, 19 phytonutrients. It's like a totally upgrade compared to previous version. So everyone try this already. Okay, so you definitely will feel a lot of difference in this. Okay, they added in a very special combination called onion, turmeric, and also rosemary. These three, when combined together, it actually helps to increase the antioxidant power in this supplements. So means that maybe I give an example. Like for example, today this area has flood. Okay, so what do you need to do about this area? Okay, some people may just leave it. It's okay, we just flood and then just leave it. The aftermath is like that. No. Different things like that. So some people will go after the flood really faster go and clear it up. Okay. Then there will be some people they will what can I do to prevent the flood from happening again? Okay. So for the previous device is the second one. Okay. After the flood happened, they go and clean it up. Okay. Do the protection. So but for this device is before the flood happened, do something about it, prevent it from happening ever again. Okay, so this is how nutrition actually works. Okay, so like what kind of nutrition you want to provide to your body? Okay, what do you want to do for your body? So it's entirely up to you. But of course, I always talk about prevention is better than cure.
Yeah.
Okay, so especially vitamins, minerals. Okay, it may seem like you only need very little, just milligram only or microgram only. But then this milligram, microgram is still super important in helping your immune system, help your body to function properly. Okay, that's the word, properly. Okay, that's only then you will see yourself, your sinus, allergies, everything will start to improve.
Yeah, because our body also needs some trace mineral and trace element to let our body to produce a new cell, to produce the growth hormone. Then only our body can produce new cell. So that's why we cannot lack of this multivitamin and multi-mineral. And then plus the multi-fruit and veggie concentration. After I heard this sharing already, I start thinking like, wow, I must get this for my husband already, because my husband travel a lot and then always on plane. So he will expose to a lot of radioactive. That's why you must get him prevent than to cure, to protect him from the free radical damage. Okay. Next.
just a video introducing
Most-
products. Yeah.
Most people don't have the energy to get through their day. And studies confirm most diets don't give you the daily vitamins and minerals you need. And most vitamin brands are man-made synthetics. But Nutrilite products, like Double X, are plant-based, so you get your nutrients the way nature intends. And Nutrilite is the only brand that grows and concentrates whole plant nutrients from its own organic farms. It's unlike any other multivitamin. You get the nutrient equivalent of all this in one daily serving of Double X. Nutrilite Double X also improves blood nutrient levels and is loaded with antioxidants. And it has more plant concentrates than all these recognized brands combined. So remember, it's the B vitamins that unlock the energy in your food. And with more B6 and B12 vitamins than Centrum Performance and One A Day Active combined, Nutrilite Double X gives you just what you need for a full, healthy, active life.
So, what's good health worth to you? Do you start your day like this, with a latte and a donut for $5, only to get a sugar high and then a crash? Well, for $2.31 a day, you can get all the nutrients of Double X for energy all day, guaranteed. Nutrilite, available exclusively through.
Do you know that talk about phytonutrients? It's 5 colors. We need to eat 5 colors a day from fruits and vegetables, right? Do you know which color is the least consumed by Malaysian? Purple. Yes. Okay. So that's why, because of this data, that Nutrilite make this Double X has more purple by 400%.
Wow.
Just to fill out our nutritional gap. So it's like, to me, it's like, wow, why are you so very caring and detailed in taking care of our health? It is what it is. So next one.
Omega. Sorry. Yeah. So omega 3 fatty acid actually is very good in fighting inflammation, because just now we mentioned the sinus issue is because of inflammation inside already. That's why the omega 3 actually is anti-inflammatory, so they can reduce the inflammation. And then also because nowadays our diet actually is a very high inflammatory element. Like we used to have fried food, then we used to have something like high sugar, so that will contribute the inflammation. So with this omega 3, actually will help us to bring down the inflammation. So once the inflammation reduce and then stop, so the fruit actually will stop as well. Okay. Yep. Okay. So next one. So IOC. Okay. So this is like vitamin C that helps us to balance our immune system, so that it helps to manage the histamine effect, the inflammation response, so that it doesn't overproduce the mucus, get everything stuck, things like that. Okay. And then it is made from natural sources, made from acelera, cherries, lemons, orange, and grapefruits. Okay. So you can see one tablet is equivalent to how much of this fruits and vegetables. So unless you can eat so much fruit a day, then basically you don't need vitamin C. Like my dad. So my dad used to like only one time he can eat half papaya, maybe one apple, red apple, one green apple, one orange, and then a bunch of grapes. And then he can take one mango, a few slices of pineapple. A lot of one time, in one go, So it's like almost 1 or 2 kg of fruits there already.
How much time he used to consume all this?
Oh no, he just sitting in front of TV and then he start eating like that. Then I used to ask my dad, hey, why you eat so much of fruit? 我不知道我吃了以后我会觉得呼吸顺畅. My dad tell me he can breathe clearly. He said. Then I said, what is 呼吸顺畅? Also don't know. So that's why there's one time when I start get to know Nutrilite at the time. So when I learn about nutrition, I know when you eat 1 apple, it's still apple. When you eat to 10 apple, it's still apple. It won't like when you eat to 9, then the apple turn into medicine, turn into toxic. No, it's still a fruit. It's still something that's good for your body. It won't turn into bad. So that's one. So I start believe in Neutralite because it's natural and organic. So there's one time when I have this sinus issue in the mucus actually is already like brownish color, and then very smelly inside, very sting inside because of inflammation. So I start to take that time Neutralite vitamin C actually is 200 milligram. It's immediately released one. So I start to take 2. Then take 2, I feel like still cannot, no effect. I don't feel any different. So I the next round, maybe I take morning, afternoon, night like that. Morning I take 2. I don't feel any effect. Then in the afternoon I start to take like 5. Then I feel like a bit like better already. So then at night I start to take 10 like that, Then I start to feel like, no more inflammation already. No. I then I start to stick to 10 tablet. The time that means 2,500 milligram each time. So 2,500 milligram, and then afternoon also, then night also. So that means during my sinus issue that time, one day I take about 7,500 milligram. So I take for a few days, I take for 2 days, I take already 3 days, I start feel like the mucus getting less already, the histamine effect reduced already because no more, not much mucus coming out already, not much fluid coming out. Then the inflammation gone already. Then the throat, because when there's inflammation, you will feel like heaty, 辣这样子的感觉的. So the heaty sensation actually like reduced already. Then I start to stick to that a few days. Then I see my mucus from yellow, from very brownish to yellow, and then to light yellow to greenish to white, and zoom. No more mucus already. And then I can breathe from here, from the nose up to here already. 气到丹田了. Because before that, it's like I breathe until here already. I breathe until here already. I feel like I'm drowning because like you get into the water, and then the water actually the pressure. So you can feel the air cannot go down. So like you have to breathe very fast, and then some more like very short breathing. But then after the vitamin C effect reduce the histamine effect, and then reduce my inflammation, I can feel my air actually can flow really deep inside already. Then only I know what my dad means 呼吸顺畅. It is because Neutralite, why you see Bio C plus, because Bio C is bioflavonoid plus vitamin C. So the bioflavonoid actually is the white skin inside the orange or inside the lemon. You know, when you take out the orangey color and yellowish color skin, so the white color one is the bioflavonoid. 成菇类黄酮. The one is actually reduce the inflammation. So those people who have this sinus issue one, is good if you take pomelo, the white color one, skin, you juice it. But very bitter, 很苦, but that is really actually help.
I think this one better.
Yeah, better take this one. Okay, good. We blend now. 很苦. I tried before. 很苦.
Even orange one also very
Yes, even the orange one also bitter. But nowadays every day when I do this power blend, actually I cut some lemon, and then I cut inclusive of the skin as well. The white color and the yellowish color, everything I cut inside actually is better because it will promote the absorption of vitamin C and reduce the inflammation. Okay. Right, next.
So this one is just to show you like what's the difference between synthetic, man-made, and also natural vitamin C. Because when I was working in pharmacy, a lot of people come to me like, I got cold and flu. What do you suggest? And every time I would suggest vitamin C. But they will give me this kind of response that vitamin C got used one man, don't use one. I tried before already. That is because the vitamin C they consume is synthetic.
Yes.
So the absorption level probably just 20-30%. It doesn't really give the impact to the body. Yeah. There's no bioflavonoids like what Lee Sia mentioned just now. So the natural one, you will see that the color is very beautiful one. Okay. If you pass through they call it the chromatogram machine, you will see they have the activity peak. Okay. So for the synthetic one, when they pass through the machine, there's no activity peak. It means there's the function is just like that. Okay, but for natural one, it can go up very high. That's why whenever I'm sick, when you take biopsy, straight away you can see the effect.
Yeah.
Usually in one day, I will really feel better.
That's the reason why those days, when some doctor never really learn about nutrition one, they will say don't need to take any supplement because expensive urine. because those synthetic one really is expensive urine because
70% out.
Yeah.
Very expensive.
Yes, but if you take a natural one, actually your body can absorb better, it can utilize it better as well.
Okay. Next one. This is about vitamin C.
Vitamin C is an essential nutrient that supports your immune system. But your body doesn't make vitamin C on its own or store it. So you need to replenish the vitamin C in your body every day. And getting a constant intake of vitamin C throughout the day can be difficult. Nutrilite Vitamin C Extended Release is formulated to provide a slow, steady release for up to 8 hours for improved vitamin C utilization and minimized waste that's gentle on your stomach. Nutrilite Vitamin C Extended Release Supplement provides vitamin C from acerola cherries, one of nature's richest sources of natural vitamin C. Our acerola cherries are grown on our own certified organic farms, where we harvest the fruit green when the vitamin C content is at its peak. Our scientists, farmers, and researchers ensure high-quality vitamin C is delivered to you in every tablet. Support your natural defenses. Nutrilite Vitamin C Extended Release provides 500 milligrams for all-day immune support with 1 tablet convenience.
So Nutrilite is going to way to test when acerola cherry, the greenish time, that means the content of vitamin C is the highest. The time is to harvest. Yes, it's the best time to harvest the acerola cherry. Wow, it's green, still green.
Yeah, they even research until that kind of details so that we get the best benefit from the fruits and vegetables.
Yes, yes. And also because now is the time release formula. So when you have nothing, it means you are normal. So you are still healthy. You can take as a whole. So when you when you really have like sore throat, very bad, maybe you have the uncomfortable symptom coming out already, then I would suggest you all to break it before you swallow. Just break it and then take it so that it can release faster. Then it can reduce the inflammation faster. So now for me, because my body is more sensitive one because I'm allergic to dust or allergic to many things. So usually every day I will take like 2 tablets in the morning. One tablet I break it. One tablet I take as a whole. So one I need to release it fast. The other one I need whole day protection. So night time also like that. So I do it this way. So that means one day I take 1,000 milligrams.
Yeah. So this one is like a very special product. Okay. It is a combination of acerola cherry, turmeric, and also licorice. It was developed during the COVID time, which is they researched it especially to target COVID symptoms, okay, to reduce the inflammation. Okay. So like all the sore throat, all the breathing issues. So that's why this product can help to protect the airway and increase your immune system. Then for people who have COVID, especially my friends, whenever they got COVID, I will recommend this to them. Okay, it actually helps them to feel better. Okay, they can sleep better, and then they say also feel not so painful already, and they can recover much faster compared to other people. Yeah. So this is like very, very useful.
It can very effectively reduce the inflammation. Yeah.
Yeah. And they use this because turmeric is something that
not easy to absorb.
Cannot absorb easily into our stomach. Okay, so that's why you should use this technology to microencapsulation technology, so that it increase 10 times absorption of the turmeric. So that's why straight away you will feel the anti-inflammation effect, which is like reduce your sore throat, reduce your heatiness, and then like especially when we have like
that's why when you take this one, I will suggest you to take slowly. Don't take like like that. So you make a glass already. I usually like put like 300 ml of water and then put one sachet. Then I drink slowly, drink like tea. Like then you slowly can feel the cooling effect, and the inflammation actually goes down soon, very fast. Then you can feel smoother, and then your breathing actually get better. Okay, next one. Yes.
So this tree is used when necessary. Okay? So just now all those it will be recommended to take it every day as a maintenance, like what Lee Sia do every day. Okay, so this one is like in case of any attack. Okay, like first one is clear guard.
So the clear guard will contain two major ingredients. One is the cinnamon tree,
Spanish needles, and also
cinnamon, and then one more azura cherry. So this azura cherry just now we explained already, and then the actually cinnamon can reduce inflammation, and also this Spanish needles will how to say, it will shrink the muscle, will help to shrink the muscle, and also to improve the mucus. To reduce the mucus and also improve the blood circulation in the sinus area. That's when I have this sinus attack time I'll take. So usually we will take like for 12 weeks. 12 weeks, then you have to like stop for a while. Whole water. No, the whole water actually is 90 tablets. So it takes 12 weeks. So it depends on your symptom. So I usually, when I'm very serious at time, I'll take like 2 tablets each time, 3 times a day. So after that, taking it for 12 weeks already, then I stop. So if a few weeks later I have this problem, then I'll take back again. So after like few bottle, I take few bottle already, then now I stop already. So I seldom have this issue. Even though it's treatment, it's treatment, just for treatment. So then the garlic with rice also.
The one is for in case you have any infections, like bacterial, viruses, and then this one you take this one, it's like a natural antibiotic. It can help to kill the viruses, bacteria infected in. Okay, so it helps and speeds up your recovery.
Yes, and also echinacea. Echinacea actually is very good as a preventive and also for curing as well. So echinacea, so actually I think it will boost your immune system, let your immune system work. But when your immune system work already, your body actually is increased temperature just to kill the bacteria and viruses naturally. But for me, I won't have that problem. For me, I feel echinacea, why Nutrilite one I choose between them. Because before that, as I told you, during my confinement at the time, I have this flu issue, right? So my friend also recommended to me, say, hey, try this echinacea. I tried to buy outside from pharmacy one, the B one, B brand one. Then actually now when I eat Nutrilite one, I can compare already. Ours one actually active ingredient is more than that. Because usually what they use is used to dry herbs, but ours one is used fresh plant. Then the active ingredient is so much different. So you know during our trip in the India pilgrimage trip, so I myself bring this the whole bottle. Then before we travel, we start to eat already until the whole traveling time, the whole journey, we take this as well. So you know, on the second day, the monk that brought us there, he is a tour guide. Then the monk starts sneezing already, start to have fever, sneezing, running nose, all this issue already. So that night, I quickly go and offer him. 3 days later, he become better. And then for me and my mom, especially me, I have a sensitive issue one. Usually people just nearby have this issue. I can easily pick up the virus already or bacteria already. But for me, the whole journey actually I'm okay with it. I do not have any issue. Because the virus actually, I guess it's virus because a lot of people start fall sick, have fever, everything like that. Because there is the pilgrimage trip actually is 2020 January. So I suspect actually that time COVID already start start have like spreading around in the community already. Yeah, but luckily the time now we take this, I take garlic and then take magnesium, B, C, calcium, magnesium, everything with me, the probiotic, everything with me. So we take the whole journey and yeah, thank God we have nothing. Yeah.
Actually very useful, not just when we fall sick, it's also before it can be used as a prevention. Like for example, you have a very important meeting or even an important exam or trip, and you want to fall sick, then you can start taking this first, okay? Then so that you can go through the whole
exam or
yeah,
whole project.
smoothly.
Yeah, I didn't know that because those days, so during exam, so stressful. Usually after exam, I will fall sick already. If I know this, then I shouldn't have problem. You know, during SPM, I also get sick, you know, until like I almost miss one subject. You know, luckily my neighbor is my classmate, keep calling me, then we rush to school. The very last minute, then we sit into the exam. Yeah.
You pass already,
Pass already.
Okay, so that's all for our sharing today.
Yeah.
Okay. Of course, we have one quiz. This one just passed.
Quiz.
We have one quiz, okay, for Zoom and also for physical people. Okay. So you all will get this game. I will split it into physical one and then Zoom for one. Okay. So this one, answer this question. Send into the group chat. Okay.
You also send group chat.
Send group chat.
Or you can answer here. You can in Zoom, you just type the answer.
Answer in the
So,
Zoom.
physical, anyone want to answer? 1, 2, 3.
Milk teaser.
Yay! Easy. You keep your fingers on Zoom. So we will pass the gift to you. Okay? Go answer. Okay. Thank you for saving me again. Okay. So I hope you all learned a lot about sinus, allergies, and asthma today. So hopefully we all can help you to manage better on this. Yes. Also share with your friends.
Yeah, hopefully you all will never need any medication from now onwards. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.